Okay, so human being or any sentient being is a concept. Why? Because real one is only three things: chitta, cetasika, rupa. Chitta is consciousness, cetasika is mental factor or mental properties, rupa is the body. So next one to say, they'll say, we do not understand ourselves. Many people think, I understand about myself. We don't understand ourselves profoundly. We only know about this I briefly when thinking about who am I. You may remember your name, your mother's name, your father's name, your date of birth, and so on. But what this I is composed of, you cannot fully understand that. So we should study or learn Abhidhamma to understand ourselves. A human being is just a concept. It's composed of mind and matter, means nama and rupa. Mind consists of consciousness. This is chitta and mental state, cetasika. Nibbana is a state of where mind and matter becomes completely extinct and ceases. So nibbana is no nama rupa. So inside nibbana, there is no mind and matter. So when people attain nibbana, they cannot feel anything. All right. That's why when we say like this, a lot of people also don't want to attain nibbana. Why? Because there's no mind and matter. Since there's no mind and matter inside nibbana, so a lot of people feel that nibbana is very boring thing. Okay. Okay. Nibbana is the freedom from attachment. Okay. Sister Sumitra Khan. You can read this one. Nibbana.
Okay, good evening, Saji.
With me,
Nibbana
yes.
cannot be known with attachment. As long as you have attachment, you dislike Nibbana. The reason is Nibbana is the state free from attachments. As long as you have attachment, and attachment is very strong, that's why it's so tough to have freedom from attachments. Hence, in this term used by the Buddha, Nirvana in Sanskrit or Nibbana in Pali, Nir means free and Vana means attachment. Nibbana is the state freed from attachment. After the extinction of craving, you can attain Nibbana. Where there is attachment, there is worry. Where there is no attachment, there is no worry. If one has attachment to people or things, for example, in Afghanistan or other places in suffering, they may have to worry about it. If one has no attachment to Afghanistan, they have no worries.
Okay. So first, Nibbana is a state of free from attachment, right? Okay, that's the thing. And then this is Sanskrit nirvana. Sanskrit is kind of like we call it in the high caste Brahmin, all right? So that's why it's much more difficult. Pali is actually kind of like dialect language, so the pronunciation is simple, right? Nirvana compared to Nibbana. Nibbana is easier to pronounce. So here ni means free. So it's one of the prefix. When you learn Pali, you know the prefix ni means free. Vana means attachment. So free from attachment. Now why? Because when we have attachment, when you're attached to somebody, when you're attached to your car, your house, when your house got problem, your car got problem, you worry. When you have strong attachment to the children, so something happened to the children, you also worry. Yeah. That's why the Sayadaw give example Afghanistan. There was because this Dhamma talk was I think about maybe 10 years down the road. So at the time people are the news was about Afghanistan at the time. Okay. Now is other parts of the world. Maybe the petrol crisis or other parts of place, okay? Okay, now. Next one. Cindy, you? Yeah. Okay. I think you read it already, right? So maybe we ask somebody.
Okay, okay.
Oh, okay, okay. We ask somebody. Sumita Chong. Yes.
Do you ever worry about a person that you don't know? Have you any attachments towards an unknown person? No. One does not worry about the countless people who die every day because we have no attachment to them. Where there is attachment, there is worry. You can contemplate on that yourself. Where attachment arises, worry arises. Where there is no attachment, there is no worry. The Buddha talked this way. It is important for you to understand the present condition. Where is your attachment? Maybe your family is your attachment. You have a family, you have attachment, so you have more and more to worry. But with regards to others' families, you may have no attachment. Therefore, you have no worry about them.
Okay. So here the key point is when there is attachment, there's worry, right? Because if there is no attachment, there's no worry. So if you are have attachment to your own children or family, something happened to them, even before something happened, you worry or whether are they living well, are they prosperous, are they facing any problem? Okay, so we have more and more worry. But you don't have attachment to others, people, family, so you don't worry because actually, in fact, every day there are many people die, right? Countless people die every day, but we are not crying. Why? Because we have no attachment to them unless you know somebody or somebody really know or this person passed away, this person faced car accident, then you worry because of attachment is there. So anyway and everywhere, if we are free from attachment, how peaceful it will be. That is Nibbana state. So Nibbana is the state of freedom from all attachment. So when there's no attachment, there's no suffering. That's why we call it Nibbana is peaceful. So how do you know what is Nibbana? It's peaceful, very peaceful. Okay, so we are great to go for chapter 3 now. So later I will send you all some homework to do with the chapter 2. Now we go for chapter 3. Now chapter 3 will be like what the sayadaw say. There will be lots of numbers. You can see all these numbers already. Okay. Sister Kahong, have you learned the Abhidhamma before? No?
No, Saiji.
Oh, okay. You joined the class at the Visumaga, right? Okay,
Yes,
so you
correct.
you missed out the Abhidhamma class. Okay.
Yes, correct. I
We
miss
have
out.
many students learn
Mm.
we have many students learn Abhidhamma before. So sister Teh In, Sumatra come once in a while, brother Lim, Gan Lao, I think yeah, some of the students learn Abhidhamma before. So to them is a revision. But normally even they learn Abhidhamma before they already written to the teacher. So, okay. So that's why they had to come and attend the class again. Okay, now.
Interesting.
And
Interesting. Yeah.
yeah, it's actually interesting. It's because Abhidhamma knowledge really help you a lot in meditation.
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah. So for the student, when you read, please read slowly. Uh Sister Shok Agawati Lim, you can read this one. Read slowly. Are you around? Yeah. I didn't know. Sometimes the student goes somewhere already. Okay, Brother Lim. Brother Lim, yeah. Yes, you can read.
Which one? The meaning of citta.
Read slowly, read slowly. Yes, yes.
Okay. The meaning of citta. Ultimate reality, Paramattha Dhamma, is classified into four: Chitta, Chittasika, Rupa, and Nibbana. The Buddha used the term Chitta in many discourses, sutta, like Chittanupassana in the Satipatthana Sutta. In the Dhammapada, there are also many verses regarding Chitta, such as Chittam Raketa Medavi, Chittam Gutang Sukawahang, which means the wise should protect the mind. The well-guarded mind brings happiness. The word chitta is used in many places, and its meaning may differ depending on the context. In the Abhidhamma context, chitta means consciousness. The literal meaning of the chitta is awareness of an object. It is conscious of the object, so it is called consciousness. This awareness of the object is a characteristic of chitta, not feeling or thinking.
Okay, thank you. All right.
Thank you.
So,
Thank
okay,
you.
now this is a starting point where we come to the like what we learn. Ultimate truth means chitta, chittasika, rupa, nibbana. So I think by now I hope you all remember. Ultimate truth, ultimate reality means chitta, chittasika, rupa, nibbana. Right. So try to keep this knowledge until next week continues. All right. So chitta means here chitta anupassana. Chitta means consciousness or mind. Anupassana means contemplation. Contemplation of mind in the Satipatthana Sutta, foundation of mindfulness. So here chittam means mind. Raketa, you got. Who got the mind? Medawi. Medawi means somebody, the wise who got the mind. Here actually not the second person, it's actually third person, another form of third person, not the normal third person. So the chittam guttam sukawaham. So the well-guarded mind bring happiness. Okay, now, what is the meaning of chitta? Chitta means conscious. Conscious means aware. So what does the mind, what does the consciousness know? Means it awares of the object, right? For example, if the seeing consciousness, we're aware of the sight. Hearing consciousness, we're aware of the sound object, right? Sometimes the mind also angry. So the mind angry, so the mind also aware of anger. Okay, now, so we're going to numbers already. So when you learn Abhidhamma, you start to know some numbers. So all these are very basic numbers. Okay, Agawati, you can read already. Yeah, this one.
Wait a minute.
Okay, try. Yeah.
Cindy, come and help.
Can see or not? Can see or not?
How to on?
No, we can hear you now, so you can read now. Yes.
Okay.
All
All
types
types
of it.
all types of consciousness are the same according to the nature of being conscious of an object. There is only one chitta according to characteristic, but it can be classified into 89 or 121 types. One way of classifying chitta is according to the plane where it arises. Chitta can arise in different planes of existence, and it is named according to those planes. This is similar to how human beings appear the same but are classified according to their nationalities based on their location of birth.
Okay, thank you very much. All right, now, chitta means same. Why we say the same? All right, same means in terms of nature. So the chitta, the consciousness, only one nature. The nature means aware, conscious of object, right? So the nature is awareness of object. But because of different characteristic, we can classify it to 89. Right? So what you say like human being? You see, human beings in the whole world, all the human beings look alike. Right? Everybody got one head, two hands, two legs, and a body. So all the human beings look alike, right or not? Okay, but because of where they are born, so they will be called Singaporean, Malaysian, the Thai people, and so on, because of their location. Oh, this is just a similar. So our consciousness are same. The nature of consciousness is just same. Conscious of the all way. So the nature are same. But because they arise differently, different plan of existence, so that's why they are whole. They are whole differently. Okay. Like for example, you see later on the page, tree world. So some of the chitta is called the sand sphere, right? Because of different plan. Some of the chitta is called fine material, immaterial, because of different plans where they arise. So all these are called plan here. Okay. So three types of world. In a way, we call it three types of world. So these are actually, if you all possible print the book, will be good for you. Especially for those taking certificate. I think you all should print the book. Okay, but you all can read now. Can look at the screen. So later it's good you print and make some notes. Okay. I think it's quite same. Okay. Right. According to characteristic, human beings are all the same. There are no difference between them. Everybody has the same basic features, such as 2 eyes and 1 head. The human species are the same in terms of appearance. So chitta has only one characteristic, awareness of an object. But there are different types of chitta because they arise according to the associate factors and promptitude. Okay, this one we'll explain later. Now, there's one way. But sometimes someone who has succeeded in their samatha meditation may attain different stages called jhana. According to the object received, they also can classify. So some of the chitta is called differently because of their jhanic attainment or samatha attainment. Sometimes chitta can also be classified differently when one successfully practices vipassana, insight meditation, and attain the stages of magga, path of the Four Noble Truths. So when somebody attain enlightenment, so the types of chitta is also called differently. And if they practice good in samatha, so they also have called different name for the chitta. So even though the names are different, but the characteristic of nature of chitta is same, being aware. So in this way, chitta is classified into 89 and 1 to 1. One should memorize the terms and number for further studies. All right. So okay, let's go for the very earlier page about Sayadaw. He trying to tell us. Okay. Okay, about terms, and this is in the introduction of this book on the page 9. Numbers and names are used every day in Abhidhamma, right? So you can see a lot of numbers already start to have numbers and names. They are just some labels and identifiers. Do not be afraid. You can try memorizing these technical terms. With time and familiarity, you will be no longer need to refer to dictionary as such. Right now you need to remember what is chitta, chittasika, rupa, nibbana. So with time, you heard many times, so you can remember this because our brain is like computer, they can store all types of information. So later, our capacity for knowledge can improve, all right? So there's nothing to worry. Okay, let's go back to there. Okay, now we start to go for one by one, how we're going to classify the different type of chitta according to the plan, all right? Okay, okay, numbers already. Okay, Let's ask some students who like numbers. I think we ask Hoi Gan Lao. Can you read these two paragraphs?
The first classification has 4 items: Kama Vachara, sense sphere; Rupa Vachara, fine material sphere; Arupa Vachara, immaterial sphere; and Lokutara, supramundane. This is according to the plane where chitta arises. Kama, Rupa, and Arupa have their own respective locations. Lokutara is a special location according to the plane of existence. Kama plane has 54 types of chittas. Rupa plane has 15, Arupa plane 12, and Lokutara either 8 or 40. With 8, you get 89 types of chittas, 54 plus 15 plus 12 plus 8. With 40, you get 121 types, 54 plus 15 plus 12 plus 40.
Okay. So here we call it plan with chitta. So chitta means consciousness. Where does the consciousness arise? Sometimes in the sense sphere. So for example, sense sphere is like when you take when your mind take the visible object, take the sound, like in our worldly life lah, we call it the sense sphere. Right? So when there's we call it seeing consciousness, hearing consciousness, smelling consciousness. So all these take the mundane things, or sense sphere. So let's say if somebody managed to get to jhana, first jhana, second jhana, third jhana, fourth jhana. So this is called fine material, because the material is become more subtle. So when they go for the arupa, means that another more higher jhana, so we call it immaterial. So these two, rupa vachara, arupa vachara, is to do with the samatha practice. And lokatara is to do with enlightenment. Okay, so only the last one, loka atura. So actually 2 words. Loka is the world. Uttara is beyond the mundane world, supramundane. So all these are classification according to where plan. Okay, sometimes we use the word plan. Sometimes it does not really refer a physical plan. Sometimes not to say as a place, because for example, you might be in the human world, but then you develop the mind to get jhana. So the plan is not like you in the human world. As a human world, when you develop the mind, your mind can go for rupa vachara, arupa vachara. So it's the state of mind also. So when you're in the human world, the person might attain may attain the magga and phala, path and fruition. So the mind is having the lokutara. Okay. Anyway, just remember, so this kama vachara, rupa vachara, arupa vachara is where the plan where chitta arise. Okay. And lokutara is referred to nibbana only, to the supramundane, means that to do with enlightenment. So now you can see some numbers. So 54, 15, and 12. So if you add the numbers, 54, 15, and 12, for the kama, rupa, and arupa, then if you add the lokutara, 8, then you have 89. Okay, so we just copy this. So this is a kama. Okay, so if you calculate kama, rupa, lokutara, so you will have 89, right? But if you, so this 8 is one number. There's another possible number is 40. So if you calculate like this, up to here is 81, okay? So So up to these three is 81. Then you plus the 40 here. So you got the 1, 2, 1. Okay. Okay. So 1, 2, 1. This is some simple numbers. 54 plus 15 plus 12 plus 8, you get 89. So 54, 15, and 12 is actually 81. So 81, you plus the 40, you got 1 to 1. Easy to remember? 81 plus 40, 1 to 1. So when you learn Abhidhamma, your mathematics must be good also. It helps you to improve your mathematics. But all these numbers are not to say that in meditation you must go and remember, oh, how many chittas arise at this time, how many chittas will arise in the future. In meditation, we don't calculate the numbers. All these numbers are just for study. All right. Not to say meditation, you need to remember the numbers. Okay, now we have some more numbers. Later, you can see in the charts here, all this number, all right? You can see already. Okay, 54. Then down there, 15 and 12. So make it smaller. So you got 54 and then you got the 15 and 12. So if you print the book, it will be easy to see, right? Lokutara Supramanda is 8 or 40. All right, so we finish these two numbers, then we have a break here. What is 3, all right? 12 akusala. Okay, next person to read. Sister, go. You can read. Go. Yeah.
There are 12 akusala chittas, unwholesome consciousness, 18 ahetuka chittas, rootless consciousness, and 24 kama vachara, sobhana chittas, sense sphere beautiful consciousness. Adding these three numbers, 12 plus 18 plus 24, give us the 54 kama vachara chittas, sense sphere consciousness. How do we get 12 akusala chittas, unwholesome consciousness? There are 8 lobha mula, greed-rooted, 2 dosa mula, aversion-rooted, and 2 moha mula, delusion-rooted. Abhidhamma students should memorize this first. The 18 ahetuka chittas consist of 7 akusala vipaka, unwholesome resultant, 8 kusala vipaka, wholesome resultant, and 3 kriya functional.
Okay, thank you. Okay, now the first number is like we see the 54, right? This 50. How do you get 54? It's because there are 12 something. You get 12 akusala, unwholesome. So actually in Abhidhamma say unwholesome consciousness is only 12. Be surprised that the number is so less. But this is the chitta that frequently appear in us when we have greedy mind. So even you see a beautiful scenery, so the greed is there, you know. So this 12 occurs all the time. So 18 is we call it hetuka, rootless. Hetuka is root. Hetu is root. So hetuka is rootless. Okay. So all these will be explained later. So anyway, 24 will be beautiful. Beautiful means good consciousness. So we are lucky. We had 24 good one. Only 12 bad one. Okay. So you can take it in this way, optimist. We have 24 good one and 12 bad one. And 18 is quite neutral, somewhere in neutral. So 12 plus 18, 24, you got 54. Now, how do we got the 12? What is actually the 12 unwholesome? So in Abhidhamma, there will be 8 belong to the, when we say greed rooted, the meaning of rooted here is not like the tree root. Why? The meaning is like just like a tree, it give the root give a strong support for the tree. So here we can cause, in a way we can call it, it's caused by the greedy mind. So we call it the greedy mind base, all right, based on the greedy mind. So there are some based on the aversion or hatred mind. Then there will be some based on the delusion mind, right? So this one, I think we finished like here today. All right, so the numbers will come slowly, okay? So when you read more, the latest explanation and so on. So this is just introduction to all the, you will see the charts which I done myself. Not easy to do this kind of charts because you need to put all the information. So how you get 54 is all the 12 unwholesome. So how you get the 12 unwholesome? Because of the 8 and 2 and 2. Okay, so first Abhidhamma numbers is, remember, 54. So how you get 54? 12 plus 8, 18, and then 24. So this 12 means 8 belong to greed rooted, 2 belong to hatred or aversion rooted, and 2 belong to the delusion rooted. So that's how we get the Abhidhamma. All right, now it's time to see where's the numbers coming from. So subsequently, there will be some question, but your homework, I will not ask about this. Yeah, homework, I will ask on more on Paramattha, Dhamma, and so on. So if any of you want to upgrade, actually, you can see my online college is very charitable, no? I don't charge you all money one. Do you know that Hong Kong University, they are charging what 20,000 ringgit Malaysia? Do you know that? Yeah, for all this online course.